Good morning. Here is today's word of blessings for you. Ezekiel 15:1-6. The word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, how is the wood of a vine different from that of a branch from any of the trees in the forest? Is wood ever taken from it to make anything useful? Do they make pegs from it to hang things on? And after it is thrown on the fire as fuel and the fire burns both ends and chars the middle, is it then useful for anything? If it was not useful for anything when it was whole, how much less can it be made into something useful when the fire has burned it and it is charred? Therefore this is what the sovereign Lord says, as I have given the wood of the vine among the trees of the forest as fuel for the fire, so will I treat the people living in Jerusalem. Today's title is Fruit or Fuel. One of the most comforting words of the Lord in the New Testament is his parable of the vine and the branch. In John 15, Jesus said, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire and burned. Jesus showed the mysterious union between him and us and the vitality of the union. Today's passage is almost identical to what Lord Jesus said in John 15. We can safely conjecture that Jesus was aware of this Old Testament passage when he said the parable of the vine and the branch. The core message of the Old and New Testament passages is fundamentally the same. It just shows the two sides of the same coin. One difference between this passage and what Jesus said is the emphasis. What God emphasized in this Old Testament passage to the Israelites is the sobering outcome of departing from God. When God's people depart from God, they will be thrown out of the living relationship with God. Once they are thrown out of the living relationship, they have no use for anything at all except as fuel. The wood of the vine is far less useful than the wood of all other trees. It shows how miserable we will become when we depart from God. God declares the fiery judgment upon the Israelites who departed from God even if they dwell in Jerusalem. This was exactly where we all were before Jesus came to our life. We were completely out of God's grace. We were to be thrown into the fire as fuel. But Jesus came and found us. He invited us back to the living relationship with God. He turned our life from fuel to be burned to fruits that glorify God. That was truly the greatest turn of fate, isn't it? How grateful are you to the Lord Jesus? How do you express your gratitude to the Lord? The best thing we can do is to remain in Him. Jesus the vine constantly supplies all our needs. It makes us bear fruits that glorify God. That's His joy and our joy. Are you remaining in Him constantly? Are you rejoicing in it daily?